Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? Trying to bring it up on my second device so I can see when I actually go live. Good morning, Jazdia. Hello, hello. How was everyone's Christmas and New Year's? I was in bed before the ball dropped, just like pretty much every year. Okay. I see myself live. Good morning, Barbie. So we are starting the hat series. We're going to try out all of the hats. This was my favorite poem from like the time I was 17. The poem about when I'm an old woman, I shall wear. I have the book with that poem in it. Good morning, Kathy. And now that I'm over 50, I'm officially allowed to wear the purple and red, although I wore purple and red before. Some of this stuff that I pulled for today's sale, a little dusty. Just a little. I know at least two of my siblings were still up because in the morning I saw they had texted me right after midnight. Good morning, Pummel's Vintiquities. Are you new or have you just changed your name? Welcome, welcome. So I've just show you guys a couple of things I got for Christmas. And if you saw my update video, you probably saw these already. Dragon earrings. These are Vera Wang. I've got the other one in. Because on this ear, I've got 3 holes. On this ear, I've only got 1 hole. But aren't those stinking adorable? My daughter's boyfriend picked these out for me. So cute. I love them so much. Love, love, love them. And then my cup of the day. Do you see the color on it? Cup of rainbows. And it's got this iridescent shine. Hi, Kaz. One of my nieces actually got me this. Perfect drinking temperature. It was too hot a minute ago. And then, of course, I got icy hot patches and ibuprofen because in this family we buy each other necessities. But I also, from my parents, got a pillow, and you may have heard me talk about it in other videos, but it is one of the, it's marketed as a pregnancy pillow, but it's got the bolsters going down both sides. Aw, thanks. I'm glad you spoke up. And then it's got, so it's all connected. It's all like one big U of a pillow. It's amazing. Amazing. It's a bit, I love that, Jazdia. It's a bit difficult to get into because you've got to fold the one side back to get into it and then arrange it so it's not falling off the other side of the bed. But it's so comfortable. I love it. I think it is helping with the neck pain when I sleep, and it's definitely helping keep my body aligned because I tend to like slump over and then everything causes more hip pain. And so it's fantastic. Love, love, love it. And they actually let me start using it when it came like at the beginning of December. So I've gotten to use it for about a month and it's been amazing. I'm so happy about it. And then my daughter got me, I was going to show you guys and I forgot to grab them. She got me some glue pens with a very fine tip. Kaz, we will get to it. Be patient. Let me look. It's going to be $10, Kaz. but it's at the end of the sale. So she got me a set of these pens for my paper crafting so I can do a finer line than like regular glue. So I'm excited to use those. So I got some nice things for Christmas. And candy. Man, people loaded me up on candy, which is, I have not been eating candy. And we haven't even had it in the house. And Mom had made Christmas cookies, but she uses pure cane sugar, so it's not processed sugar. But oh my goodness, you can tell the bloating in my face from eating refined sugar and corn syrup, which we all know I have an allergy to corn syrup. But I enjoyed it. The candy was good. It's very good. The fudge. Fudge is my favorite. My niece went to a specialty shop and she bought fudge and dropped it off. I'm selling all the uranium glass right now. Did I say 1 o'clock yesterday? Now I'm confused. Guys, the brain fog. If you watched yesterday's video, the brain fog is real. Huh. Well, crumb. I can't believe I did that. This is what I'm talking about. Brain not working is frightening. It just is. And there's no way to reduce stress to even know if it's stress. 1 to 3? Where does it say that? Now I need to... Oh, no, that was the date. January 3rd. Oh. Because I'm looking at it and I see what you're talking about. That was January 3rd for today. Today is the 3rd, right? Yeah, today's the 3rd. Oh, no. I should have put 1/3/24. I'm sorry. I'm glad you guys were all here. This is the one thing I put energy into and still screw it up. So just imagine how badly the rest of my life is going, you guys. Not good. I haven't even gotten the Christmas stuff put away yet, because what I did was, like, to get all of my Christmas mugs out, I had packed away all of my regular mugs, and we all know how many mugs I have. So that tote is super heavy. And my dad carried it out to the garage for me. And then to decorate the mantle, I'd put away all of the pottery pieces that my boys, that I bought off of them or that they've gifted me over the years. And that tote's even heavier. I can't carry them back in. And Dad's not doing better. Dad's actually having a cardiopulmonary test run right now. And then he's got a CT scan test scheduled for, I think, 2 weeks from now. So we are still struggling with, we don't know if it's still just lingering pneumonia. It's been 3 months, or if it's something more. So doing the testing, he's starting that whole process right now. So I can't really ask him to carry things, except I physically can't carry him. So Christmas is still up, you guys. Sorry about it. All right, well, we're going to get started before I screw anything else up. And I so carefully did my cards with the numbers. And thank you, Jazdia. I've gotten some messages from you guys. You guys are amazing. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of your hints and tips and I am hanging in there. What was I going to say? It's so scary. Pneumonia is no joke. After watching what Dad's gone through the last 3 months, do not remember what I was going to say. Oh, so several of you have sent me messages or emails, and hey, Delbert, how are you? And you have asked me to turn on the tip on PayPal, which I didn't even know was a thing for the longest time. I will be turning that on this year. Thank you. I will be turning that on. But please don't be offended. You do not have to add a tip if you purchase from me. That is just for the people that wanted me to turn that on. I'm going to turn that tip tab on, but just feel free to ignore it. I was a massage therapist for 10 years. I had people that tipped every time. I had people that never, ever tipped. Didn't matter to me. Everybody got the same service. And in fact, I would rather people came regularly to get their massages when I was a massage therapist versus struggling to give me extra with a tip and not being able to afford to come regularly. Because with massage, because I did massage therapy, it was therapeutic massage. I didn't do a lot of relaxation massage, hardly ever. And so with therapeutic massage, getting it regularly is far more important than giving me a tip. So, and especially for the people that I wrote up a receipt so they could submit it to their, those health accounts that they pay into. I never expected a tip from that because that was purely a medical service. So turning the tip thing on because I've been asked to. Do not feel like if you purchase something from me, you have to tip. Just disclaimer. Just wanted to put that out there. Okay, so I think I'm going to turn off my ring light for Angela. Hello. For the rest of this because every single piece here is uranium except for the purple, which I cannot tell. Good morning, Roxanne. Thank you. My grandpa always bought my mom a red dress every year because mom looks beautiful in red. I think I get that from her. My daughter looks beautiful in red. But every piece except the purple piece is uranium glass. The purple piece, I can't tell if it's damaged glass or if, ooh, Kathy, don't tell me that. Or if it was meant to be purple. I don't know. But it is really pretty, but it does have a chip on it, just so you know when we get to that. I will show. Okay, first up, we are just going to start with this little juice glass. And she's a dinky baby. Hey, Marianne. If you came in and I missed seeing you, hello, welcome. Thanks for being here. It's this size. So it is, and almost all of this glass is depression. Of course, the Fenton, some of that's going to be from the 80s. And then that picture, if you saw yesterday's video, that picture's from the late 1800s. Okay, not even 3.5 inches. And it does have wear. You know, we've talked extensively about depression glass being mass produced, given away in cereal boxes, given away at grocery stores, and it got a lot of use. It was your everyday family, dishware. So this little glass, $5, number 19. $5, number 19. Happy New Year, everybody. If you're just coming in now, I was asleep before midnight. I was asleep. Didn't see it. All right, next up, Tiffin Franciscan, 5 inches. I do believe this is their juice goblet. It's their smaller one. These are heavy, 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 heavy. But look at the glow on them. Isn't that amazing? Carol, did you mean number 19 for the first juice glass? Okay, back to the Tiffin. Okay, I've got you down, Carol. I have only ever found one, just one. Kept it for the longest time because I love it. And I was hoping to add more. $6, number one. $6, number one. Oh, Marion, that's just wrong. Should have given you champagne. How dare they? About 9 o'clock, I went upstairs and Mom and Dad and I had some sparkling cider and we did some of the little pop things where you pull the string and it shoots out little streamers, and the one dog hid because it was too loud and the other dog kept trying to eat the streamers. And that was it. That was our celebration. Next up, this little aperitif. Is that what these are called? It's tiny. 4.5 inches tall. Glows. Look at the glow on that. Woo! No chips on this one. I don't know the maker. Yeah, the optic on this is really pretty. And I'm wondering if this was a set of 6 different colors, because the Bohemian glass sometimes did that, where they'd have the little aperitif glasses and each one would be, oh no, I'm feeling a very soft old chip right here. I think you can see it. Oh, Mom made all kinds of good food. Oh, great, Kathy. I'm happy that she loved it. Mom made buffalo dip and Dad made queso dip and they made Chex Mix. And we have, like, we can't buy the bags. We have to make it ourselves because we are all 3 gluten-free. And so Dad made it with things that were all gluten-free. And we had tons of leftover cookies and candies from Christmas. And we ate good. Okay, this one's just $5. $5, number 12. Has that amazing glow. But that little chip. I do have just a few yellow pieces today, and this is one of them. This one is a bit taller. Exactly, Marianne. Just a little over 5 inches on this one. And again, lots of good glow. Hello, Yippee-I-O-A. I have you down for number 12. This one, $6, number 15. $6, number 15. And that one is Vaseline glass. All Vaseline glass is uranium glass, but not all uranium glass is Vaseline glass. This is a very cool piece. And it does, I will show you the chipping, but here's why it's a very cool piece. This is a syrup decanter. It would have had a metal piece right here with a lid that did this. So you do have rough spots all along the inside of here from the lid doing that. And then it has what looks like a crack going all the way down, but it's not, you cannot put your fingernail in it. So I do believe that that one is a defect in the glass that started here and then went up this way. Just so you're aware that's there. And then there is a scratch on this side. So this was well used, well loved. It's this size. So it's bigger than a creamer, smaller than a pitcher, because it's a syrup pitcher. It's almost 5¼ inches tall. So because of the chipping here and the defect here, the scratch here in the glass, it's only going to be $10. Oh, I guess I should show you the glow, huh? There's a glow. And maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think you see these syrup pitchers very often. This is the only one I've ever seen, even in antique stores. So $10, number 20. I just think that one's a really cool piece. Next up is a sugar dish. This one has no damage to it. It does have bubbles in the glass because these were mass produced. The green on this is so pretty. And Carol's taken number 20. I'm glad, Carol. I think that's a very cool piece. So no cracks, no chips, no rough spots anywhere on this one. I could not identify the maker of this one. And I wish it had the creamer, but I do not own a single creamer in uranium glass. I wonder if they just got used so much in and out of the fridge that they broke more often than the sugar dishes. Good morning, Alice. Thank you. I will show you the glow. And this one, it's a short one. So 2 3/4 inches tall. $10, number 8. $10, number 8. If you're just coming in, good morning, Rebecca. This is my coffee cup of the day. Excuse the lipstick. Cup of rainbows. Do you see the iridescent sheen? My niece got me that. Isn't that wonderful? And Angela is taking the sugar dish. Thank you, Angela. Oh, good. I hope they're a match. Over there. I know the green on that one's just really pretty. And if you missed yesterday's video, I will not be starting up another altered book project until I figure out what's going on. And if you missed yesterday's video, I have to be out of here by February 20th at the latest. And I currently don't have any place to go. So, hello, Jessica's Dumpster Girls. Thank you. So, I'm not going to start a new project yet. It's not saying we won't do one at all this year because I do already have the books that I thrifted last year for another altered book project, but that's going to be on hold for right now until things get figured out. So the good news is, though, that my parents have found someplace smaller to downsize to within the time frame, and everything should just work out perfectly to the date. So they'll be out of here before the new owners are supposed to take possession, and the person they're buying their house from will be out of that house before they take possession. So the timing worked out fine. My mom was starting to panic just a bit, but it all worked out fine for them. So that's the good news. Okay, next up is my second sugar bowl. I bought this one off of Cult of Vintage way back in 2021. It has gorgeous silver overlay. I know you have, Jazdia. It's so hard. So gorgeous, gorgeous silver overlay. I like patina, so I never shine this up. I have seen where some people have wiped over with a polishing cloth and that silver comes back and looks amazing. Now, I will tell you, because this was on Cult of Vintage's sale, it was bid up and I did pay $26. I'm only asking $20. I got caught up in the fun of fighting other people for it. There is a bit of wear on the silver. Hopefully you can see that. But the silver design is in really good shape. No chips, no cracks. There is wear on the silver down here too. Do you remember how fun it was to win? And I haven't been able to go into sales because, you know, I'm broke right now. But it was so fun to win the item. $20, number 18. Oh, and did I showed the glow. Yeah, I showed the glow. Very pretty glow on this one. And the green on this, if you watched my video yesterday, you know how I'm fascinated by the difference in greens. It amazes me the amount of different shades of green they get while it's still glowing. Love that. And that one was $20, number 18. Good morning, Jeannie. Yeah, when my dad retired, Jazia, he immediately got a part-time job and spent another 10 years working the part-time job. Retirement was not for him. Oh, I love that, Angela. I have some pieces that are almost teal that I kept. Okay, next up, we are moving on to pickle/relish dishes. I'm going to show you all three of them so you get a comparison on color and on size. And then I will show them each to you individually. So this one, I could not, ooh, nice glow on this one. I could not figure out which company made this one. Could not figure it out. I found one example that was etched. So I think this is a blank that never got etched, which means a company would have made it and then they would have sent it on to a different company who did the etching. Oh, thank you, Yippee IOA, and thank you, Kathy, for pointing that out. And you're going to be taking the silver overlay sugar dish. Ooh. So I do, because of the shape of the handles and because there's less bubbles in this glass, I do think this was probably one of the better glass companies, you know, like Tiffin or one of those. But I could not. I went through all of my Depression books. I have 3. I couldn't find this at all. So I can't tell you which company made it. Handle to handle, it is just under 8 inches. The bold part is 6. This one is $10, number 5. $10, number 5. And guys, do not be afraid to point things out to me that I miss. because, oh, Angela's going to take that one because we all know my brain is not braining. Next up is this one. I actually, Angela, have 2 banana split dishes that my dad, and they are so chippy, but my dad fell in love with those. And he and my mom occasionally make a healthy banana split. So it's a banana with almond butter and some coconut, some nuts thrown in there. The second one, this one's just a tad bigger. I was able to identify this one. Now, it does have a lot of bubbles inside the glass, a lot of bubbles inside the glass. And it's got, it looks like a straw mark to me right here. I don't think it's a scratch. It's more of a straw mark. But I don't believe it has any chips. I'm not feeling any chips. This one is the U.S. Glass Company. So I was able to identify it. And this pattern is called the U.S. Swirl. U.S. Swirl. This one is $12, number 14. Oh, let me tell you from handle to handle, this one's 9.5. And then the bowl part, 7 inches. My experience with banana splits was Friendlies. We had a Friendlies at the end of our street growing up. Okay, to move things around just a bit. Next up, this one is a divided relish dish. And this one is rough around the edges. Has some flea bites. It was well used. And could not figure out a maker on this one. Here is the glow. I preferred at Friendly's they had a Reese's Pieces sundae and a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup sundae, and I preferred those over the banana splits because I'm more of a peanut butter and chocolate than I am a strawberry and pineapple. Because it's got the chippies, even though this one is the biggest one, because the inside of the bowl part is 8.5 inches, so it does have the most room in it, but does have rough edges and some chippy chips. It is only $8, number 2. $8, number 2. Wow. Hey, Tiger. Tiger, I miss you. Are you still doing sales on Whatnot? All right. Here, moving on. I have 2 bells. I always forget to put this one in the Mother's Day sale. This one is hand painted. And it still has its Fenton sticker. There's just no way. There. It's Fenton sticker. And then it was painted by S. Hart. And it just says Mother. And it's translucent. Let me show you the glow. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, I was off last week. Very glowy. It's a super pretty green on this one. We love a good Fenton, especially one with a sticker. This is a little guy. 4.5 inches tall. And bell alert, I'm going to ring it. Not very loud. Bye, Jessica's dumpster girls. I could not say that 3 times fast. So pretty. So for Fenton with the sticker, $12, number 16. With a beautiful glow. And then, you guys have seen this one. I have had it in multiple sales. This is a Westmoreland hand painted. It's slightly bigger than the Fenton. It's Vaseline. It is satin. Looking at, I think, 5 1/4. I've marked the price way down, you guys. Way down. Oh, Donna's going to take number 16. The Fenton belt. Awesome, Donna. I've marked this way down. You guys are going to get a fantastic deal. Westmoreland hand painted yellow satin. $5. $5, number 11. Westmoreland. And this one is painted on both sides. Now, Westmoreland painters did not sign them like Fenton did. I think it's so interesting that some people will only collect certain certain painters. And Rebecca's taken that one. Thank you, Rebecca. So, Tiger, are you doing sales on Whatnot right now? Let us know. Inquiring minds want to know. And I know that there are other bigger resellers that have started their own selling platforms. So if you're selling on one of those, let me know that too. I haven't actually gone and checked out any of the other. Okay, and if you guys don't know, Tiger is on Instagram. And Tiger does post pictures of those local sales on Instagram because I saw them. We love you, Tiger. Okay, etched vase up next. I purchased this one from Daniel, Tacky's Me, and then I didn't love it. I wanted to love it. It has a beautiful optic. It's etched. It's very thin glass. So probably not American-made glass because American-made uranium glass is thicker usually. It's very pretty. It does have a bit of water staining in it and then some scratching. It stands 8 inches tall. The opening is 4 inches, so you can get a nice bouquet of flowers in here. It doesn't have a major glow because the glass is thin. If you're familiar with uranium glass, you know that sometimes the thinner glass just doesn't pow like the thicker glass does. And I am just asking what I paid for it. $18, number 10. $18, number 10. And if you saw my video yesterday, you know I was only able to give up one vase. I kept all the other vases. It's a bit of a problem. Okay, this is my most expensive piece. This is my oldest piece. This is from the late 1800s. Most likely the 1890s. This was the Riverside Glass Company, which I'd never heard of. Nikki and I did not cover the Riverside Glass Company. And I'm wondering if it wasn't one of those companies that was rolled into U.S. Glass Company at some point. But the pictures, if you go, or not pictures, the creamers, if you go on eBay right now, there's a creamer. It's exactly like this, except just miniature, 4.5 inches tall, listed for like $95. So So I'm offering I think, hey, Marcy, I'm offering a good price on this. It is antique. It is not just vintage. It's not depression glass. It is antique uranium glass. It is thick. It is heavy. Now it does have gold loss. You can see there's a bit of gold loss here. And the green on this is more greeny yellow. Look at the glow. There you can see the gold loss better. It's amazing. What I find interesting about, as I was going through, I really do like Depression era uranium glass better than antique uranium glass, and better than like the 70s and 80s when like Fenton started making it again. So I learned something new about myself yesterday. There is also gold wear at the bottom, so it's lost some of its gold at the bottom. Look how thick that is. Oh, it's gorgeous. It is to the top of the spout 9 inches, to the top of the side 7.5. So this piece of antique uranium glass made by the Riverside Glass Company in the 1890s. The pattern was Ranson, not ransom, Ranson. They did a lot of clear glass in this pattern too. $60, number 6. $60, number 6. And as always, if you were watching on the replay and you want to know if something's still available, oh, Angela, snatch that up. I'm so glad that's going to you, Angela. And if you want to know if something's still available, you can always email me, or you can drop it in the comments below if you're watching it back later. And I will try to get up a static sale tonight or tomorrow if you want to check that out, and then add to your box before I do shipping on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, next up. Ooh, this is dusty. Hang on a second. These came straight off my shelf, guys. Oh, thanks, Marcy. My niece got me these last year. They're fun. I don't wear them often enough. And they're not heavy. They're not super heavy. And if you guys missed it, if you weren't here at the beginning, my daughter's boyfriend, who we love, by the way, we love him, got me purple dragon earrings for Christmas. They are Vera Wang. I've got one in an extra hole over here. Aren't those amazing? Amazing. Amazing. Okay, next up is a juicer. I got this one from Skunky Junk. And then right after I got this one from Sean, I was able to thrift one that actually fit my 2 and 4 cup measures. So I don't need this one. It has a ton of chips. It is very, very chipped up. So the spout is chipped. It has that big chip here. So I paid him $10 for this. I'm charging $10 for it. Number 3. And this is one of the smaller ones. So it's like 4.5 inches. And we talked about the smaller ones being for lemons and limes, and the bigger ones being for oranges and grapefruit. So $10, number 3. And here's another piece I bought from Sean. And this one has a repair. So Fenton. The glow. you like just the glow, then you want to focus on the Fenton Lime because the glow is amazing. It has the remnants of its sticker, but it no longer has its sticker. This one had a full break and then was glued back together. So the glue comes up and there's a bit of the glass missing right here. Just so you're aware. He shipped it to me from Washington State where he lives. It didn't break in transit, so hopefully shipping it to you will not break either. But I only paid $7. I'm only charging $7. So if you're a Fenton fan, it displays beautifully. You put the repaired part to the back and you just don't even know it's there. Oh, good, Marcy. I love it when you guys gift these things and people love them. And Carrie Ann is going to be taking the repair to Fenton. Thank you, Carrie Ann. Okay. Trying to set things so if the cats come over, they can't knock anything off. Everything's balanced carefully. Next up, I could not identify the maker on this one, and it got a ton of use during the Depression era. I would bet that somebody even used a mixer. The beaters in here hitting up against the side of the bowl. I would say that this was used as a mixing bowl. Let me show you the glow. And it has this really pretty ruffle around the edge. Unmarked. And typical Depression era glass. It has some like flaws in the glass. And it is cloudy because it is damaged. I don't know if it's dishwasher damaged. I really think somebody was using beaters that hit the, a mixer that hit the sides here. That's what it looks like to me. I'm hoping that it's coming through. I never want to sell anything and be dishonest about it, you guys. I always want you to be happy with knowing the condition before you purchase it. But it is 7.5 inches from edge to edge. And, it's like 4 inches deep. So smaller mixing bowl, not a big one. $10, number 9. $10, number 9. Next up, Lancaster glass, and this is the Deborah pattern. So it has some chipping to the bottom, but strangely enough, no chipping around the edges, which is where I would expect chipping. So the pattern is really, really pretty. Oh, good, Kaz. I'm glad. And then here's where you get some of the chipping. Is this edge right here has the chipping. I don't know why. It's got these really pretty little handles. So Lancaster glass, Deborah pattern, and there's the glow. So chips on the bottom, but no chips along the edges. And this one is not near as worn as this one. It's hard to tell that on screen, but this one does not have the everyday use damage that the other one has. This is $12, number 32. $12, number 32. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And Happy New Year! Next up, This one is stained. I really do think somebody used this as a planter. I scrubbed and scrubbed, and I got as much of the staining out as I could. This is the water lily. This had a big picture that went with it. It would sit in here. Obviously Fenton. In 1970s, because there's not an 8 below that. So 1970s for this piece. It is a nice size. 8 inches across. Show you the glow. Glow, glow, glow. Yes, succulents in this would be fantastic. It is just $12, number 59, because of the staining. No chips, no cracks. $12, number 59. Because of the staining, you're getting an excellent deal on that water lily pattern. Oh my goodness. Okay. That was heavy. I have to take a coffee break. Jazzy is going to take the Fenton. Once you're settled, you'll have to let us know if you plant plants in that. We'll want to see pictures on Instagram. Next up, these do not go together. They are a married pair. And if you only want one piece or the other, by all means, let me know. I am willing to separate them, but I'm also just going to offer them up together because I've had them sitting like this forever. This would have had a screw-on lid. So I don't feel any chips. I don't know what originally would have come in here with a screw-on lid. Had to have been some kind of food, right? It's too big to be like a cosmetic jar. That'd be the biggest jar of cold cream ever. The opening just over 4 inches. Oh, I do see a tiny flea bite right there now that I've done that. It's on the inside. But the bottom, because it's wider on the bottom, 5 3/4 inches on the bottom. And then the lid that doesn't go, I do believe this lid had either a silver overlay or a gold overlay because you see the tiniest bits of it here at the top. It is it's like 99% worn off. So probably this was one of the better glass companies and not one of the mass-produced uranium, one of the companies that did the mass-produced uranium. So I would go with this being a better glass company is my guess. And the lid, ugh, so hard to measure. It is almost 4.5 inches, but the inner part, if you're trying to match it up with something else, is less than 4 inches for this part. None of them broke open, Kathy, but I did have several that put an awful lot of grounds into my coffee. And there were a couple of flavors I didn't want to try, so mom and dad drank those. But overall, that was a pretty good advent calendar for the price. So pretty pleased with it. Okay, so I'll show you again how it does fit. But obviously it's a married pair. They don't go together. And it's $10. You get both pieces. $10, number 13. Did I show the glow? There's the glow. I don't think I did. They're glowy. And Carol's going to take that one. Oh, set it down there. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate it. Okay, we are going to do, let me turn my page. Oh, one more thing before we do candlesticks. This is a percolator lid. I got it from Daniel, tacky as me, in the hopes that I would come across the percolator. I have not come across the percolator. And now that I'm downsizing and moving again, I am going to let it go. I do not see any chips or cracks. It says bend to clip ends, forward under perk lid, break no more. And then it says Cardella Manufacturing Company, Cleveland, Ohio. How fun is that that came back to Ohio? And I paid $8, charging $8. Oh no, I paid $12. $8. I remember I looked this one up online and that's what they're going for. Some of them don't have this metal clip thing anymore on eBay. $8, number 28 for a percolator lid. I know it's a very specific item. It's tiny. I can put it back in my collection. Next up, candlesticks. Okay. This set is first, and I don't know if it's coming across. Let me show you a different green one. But this set is more of the bluey teal instead of the green. So it does have just that shade that's a bit darker. I'm just going to hold one at a time. Glow, glow. I could not identify the maker, but they have this gorgeous ruffled bottom. And I do not feel any chips or cracks on either of these. It's pretty amazing that they're in this good of condition. Yeah, I'm not feeling any chips or cracks. They stand, let's see, like 4 inches? 4 inches tall. Such a good glow. And for the pair, $20, number 37. It's very difficult to find a matched pair. Next up, oh, I see Yippee-I-O-A first. I'm glad you guys liked those. Okay, so next up, I'm going to throw all 3 of these together. This one doesn't glow. Oh, so I guess I have 2 items that are not glowy. It looks like it should. It displays beautifully with other candlesticks, but it doesn't glow. So I'm tossing it in kind of as a freebie. Well, you get a tiny, maybe a tiny bit of glow. Maybe. And this one has quite a bit of wear. It's also dusty. This one has the biggest base out of all 3. See? But I'm throwing it in there. Hey, Roxanne. So you're going to get that one. And then these 2, they don't match. I'll show you the differences. So this one was probably one of the better glass companies because of the detail on it. So I don't feel any chips or cracks on this one. And then this one, which is just a tad smaller, you can see a big bubble right there. So we know this would have been one of the cheaper mass-produced. See the glow that you get on these? Bam. And then this one, wah, wah. So I'm throwing all three in together. When I have this one under the black light on my shelf, it sits down so far, it doesn't look like it's glowing at all. So you're going to get all three. This one with that detail, which is probably a better glass company. This one has bubbles in it, so mass produced. And then this one, which has the whitest base. And all three are only going to be $10, number 7. You'll probably pay more in shipping than you were paying for the actual items. $10, number 7, and you get all three. I'm bumping my camera. And I see Carol Bloom for those first. Thank you, Carol. Okay. I have 2 more candlesticks. They're both satin glass. This one I have dropped the price way down on. This is Tiffin. And I will show you, because I want to show you the color difference. I could not identify the company, but here again with that teal color, look at the color difference. So this one is Tiffin. I've had it in several sales before. This is the cheapest price that I've had it at so far. It is only going to be $10. The glow on this is pretty amazing. And I love that it is square. So no, I don't feel any chips or cracks on this one. I think it's in really good condition. It's just a single one though. $10, number 4. $10, number 4, Tiffin glass. This was a 4-seam piece. Yes, very deco. Carol's going to take that one. Thank you, Carol. You're having a nice box. Okay, last one is more of a teal. So pretty. And this is the first satin piece that I purposely kept in my collection for quite a while because I loved that when the black light wasn't on, it didn't look like it would glow. But it does. Do not see or feel any chips or cracks. This one, obviously taller than the last one, 4¼ inches tall. Also $10, number 63. And I remember when I bought this one, I got it out of a booth where she had, yeah, it does remind me of sea glass. She had a bunch of uranium glass, marked uranium. The price was really high on those. But when I ran the black light over, this one glowed and it was not marked as high as her other uranium glass. So she had just never checked it. And I see Jazzia coming in first on that one. That was a popular one. It's just an unusual color. Squeeze things over. Okay. Need to set these somewhere. Have to move my coffee. Oh, we are on the last page. Okay. It's the purple ashtray. This does have the ghostly manganese. Oh, you can actually see the manganese glow. A lot of times it's so ghostly you can't catch it on alive, but has a very nice ghostly glow. It has a chip. Let me find it. Chip is right there. And then it has a couple of rough spots, but that chip is the big, it's not, super big, but it is noticeable that there's a chip there. And it's an ashtray because here's where your cigarette would go. just under 5.5 inches long. And I took all kinds of pictures, put it into eBay, put it into Google, and I could not figure out what company would have made this. And I think it's probably what we call damaged glass and was purpled in the sunlight. So it was probably clear glass. It's more purple than it's coming across, right? Well, I guess you can see along the edges here. It's just super pretty. It's another piece I've kept for a long time. I've had this one for a while because it's just so pretty. Because of the chip, it is only going to be $10. Number 80. $10, number 80. Oh, Donna got in there before everyone else. Sorry, Kaz. Sorry, Carol. Donna is taking the purple ashtray home. Okay, next up, 4 pieces for 1 monies. 4 pieces. This is the Hocking Glass Princess pattern. The Princess pattern. 2 of the pieces are very chippy, so I've thrown them in. The first piece is a teacup. No chips. And I love the shape of it. Look at the shape on that. And it's little. It's your standard vintage teacup size. So probably 6 ounces. Yeah, that's one of those pieces that shocked me when I caught the glow on it. That was before I even knew that manganese did that ghostly glow. I'm like, this piece is purple. Why is it glowing? Then I have a salad plate and a dinner plate. Or, yeah, this would be a salad plate and a dinner plate. And I'll show you the chips. You know, a lot of times the dinner plates, because they got used every meal, did not survive. So here is the chip. Oh, and I'll show you the glow. There's the glow. There's the chip. I guess this princess pattern is very collectible in all of the colors that it comes in. And then the salad plate is actually the chippiest. It is chip, 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 chip. So very chippy on the salad plate. Here's the glow on that one. Oh, and I didn't show you. We'll go back and I'll show you the glow. There's the glow on the cup. And then this piece, the platter. So no chips on the platter, but there are cut marks where meat, I'm going to go with roast, was cut on this platter. And the platter is a nice size, 12 inches. And if I was an eBay seller, the platter would have been listed on eBay for the price of all 4 pieces. Let me show you the glow. There's the glow on that one. So this is the Hocking Glass Princess pattern. You get the platter, the dinner plate, the salad plate, and the cup. And the dinner and the salad plate have chips. All for $20, number 78. I love that, Kathy. $20, number 78. You get all 4 pieces. Now I will set them back down carefully. Okay. This is the last piece of glass, and then I have 3 brooches. Oh, Kaz. I'm so sorry. So you guys have seen this one before, and I keep dropping the price on it. It's Tiffin glass. It's gorgeous, but I guess satin glass and the yellow is not that collectible. I have dropped the price. There's no chips, no cracks. There's no wear on the satin. $15, number 26. $15, number 26 for the Tiffin glass. Oh, goodness. Okay, last but not least. Oh, Mary Ann's taking that one. Oh, Kaz again. Kaz is having a bad day. Okay, I've got Mary Ann down for that one. Okay, lastly, I had this in a sale, I think. I don't remember what price I had. I couldn't find it. So this is the price it is today. But if you think it should be less because I offer it for less, let me know. I may have raised the price on this, not on purpose. I also may have lowered the price since I couldn't find where I had it in a sale before. It is this one. 4 of the stones glow. I'm hoping that you can see. So there are, it's pink, blue, clear, and green, and the 4 green ones do glow. And it is from corner to corner, like 1 3/4 inches. So it looked like this if you're wearing it. Oh, are you sure? Kaz, you want it then? Mary Ann's offering it to you. To me, this is perfect for Easter with these pastel colors in it. So this one is $14, number 40. Oh, and I didn't show you the back. The back has a Y back, but it's unmarked. So $14, number 40. And then the last 2 are going to be $10 each. The first one, Sarah Coventry. Only one of the stones is green. It's so hard to show these. But it's this one right here is green. All right, Kaz, I'm going to switch and put Kaz down for the Tiffin. That's so sweet. And this one can be put on a necklace. And it says Sarah Cove on the back. So Sarah Coventry. It's a tiny one, but very sweet with 1 glowy stone. $10, number 57. And then the last one of the day. To me, all of these stones look green, but only a couple of them glow. So 2 of them glow. It's so hard to show you guys, but 2 of the stones in here glow. It's a little flower in a silver tone base with, this looks like some enamel here, but 2 of those green stones glow. Tiger Cass wants to know how she sees what you're selling. Tiger should do a video. $10, number 21 on this one. And it's an itty bitty one. Looks like that on a shirt. That is everything, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for a very successful sale. Oh, Roxanne's going to take number 21. Okay, so I will get a static sale up tonight or tomorrow. So you'll want to check that before I invoice you. Then on Friday, Saturday, Sunday when I do invoicing. And don't be offended if you see the tip spot has been opened up on my PayPal invoices. I'm doing that because it was several of you requested that I do that. Do not feel like you ever have to tip me. I love just hanging out with you guys, but I'm going to turn that function on because it's been requested. So have a good day. Happy New Year. And keep watching for more videos as I continue to unload stuff. Bye, guys.